na totally required kung geometric ba to or hindi. Kasi based on the question, find the common ratio of the following geometric sequence. So it means we are really sure or certain na geometric sequence na to. So try natin siyang isolve using the formula. Ito yung a sub 1, ito yung a sub 2, ito yung a sub 3, ito yung a sub 4. Sa case na to siguro, dahil na-discuss ko na to using the rule, dito sa live ko, dito try ko na lang siyang isolve ng by computation. Kasi ang tinatanong pala dito is common ratio. Pero sa klase natin, pinakita ko na kung ano yung isang approach. So, kayo nang bahala to adapt that. Yung R natin is the first term or first number you pick in the sequence and then divided by the number directly to the left of the number you pick. Basahin ko lang tong part na to, tapos try na natin siyang isolve. Remember our guide to determine the common ratio of the geometric sequence. Divide any term of the sequence by the term that precedes the number to the left. So that is, if you pick the second term as your first term, then you use the first term as your second number as your divisor. Likewise, if you choose the fourth term as your first term, then you use the third term as your divisor. For simplicity, diba? The common ratio we get, we just have to compute. Ito lang yan. Ito ang nanditong binanggit natin kanina. So yung R natin, let's say I will select A sub 2 over A sub 1. Hindi ko na kailangan siguro mag-proceed with A sub 3 over A sub 2, A sub 4 over A sub 3. Kasi nga, we are really sure na geometric sequence na to. Kasi ang hinahanap natin, common ratio na eh. So we divide 10 by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Yung common ratio natin is 5. Ganyan lang siya kasimple. So ito yung explanation natin. To determine the common ratio of the geometric sequence to 10, 50, and 250, we must get any term of the sequence and the number to the left of it. If we choose 10, then we directly divide to the left of it is negative. It is positive 2. To obtain the common ratio, we should divide the first number you pick by the second number. Hence, the common ratio is 10 over 2 or 5. Binabasa ko to kasi nga, ito yung mga part ng slide natin na hindi natin nababasa every time na nagdi-discuss tayo sa room. Because time-bounded kasi tayo sa room versus school. Now, if you pick the different numbers, say 50, the number directly to the left of it is 10. Diba yung third and second term. So, we compute the common ratio by dividing the first number you choose by the second number. Hence, the common ratio is 50 over 10. Then, our answer is still 5. So, remember that whatever number in the sequence you pick, as long as the number directly to the left is correct, and correctly identified, the rule is applied, you will obtain the same number. So, ang tip natin, in getting the common ratio, do not pick the first term as your first number since there is no number to the left of it. Binanggit ko na ito kanina. Kung tayo sa number 2. So, for number 2, meron tayong A sub 1, and then I have A sub 2. Ganun lang din ang maging approach. Use R as A sub 2 over A sub 1. A sub 2 ko is negative 6. Ang A sub 1 ko is negative 1. Remember, when you divide negative by negative, positive na yan. Diba 6 divided by 1? So, diba any term divided by 1 is yung numerator na lang or itself. Answer natin is 6. In the sequence, negative 1, negative 6, negative 36, negative 216, and so on, we pick negative 6 as our first number. Yung second term yon. This is the case, then we should use negative 1 as our second number or first term. Thus, the common ratio is negative 6 over negative 1 as, I think mali ito, no? It should be positive 6. Ayan na, it should be positive 6. Kasi negative divided by negative is positive. Kaya nga maganda rin na napuprove natin siya, di ba? Through discussion. Kasi minsan may mali yung pagkakalipat natin sa slide or sometimes may typo error din talaga yung module. Next natin, number 3. So, for number 3, ganun pa rin ang magiging approach. We label the following terms. So, kahit yung first 2 lang. So, we have A sub 2 over A sub 1. A sub 2 natin is 5. Ang A sub 1 natin is negative 5. Positive divided by negative is negative. 5 divided by 1 is 5. So, we have negative 5. Isin natin Answer natin dito sa part na to is negative 5. Pray na lang natin to. So, we choose negative 25 as our first term. Sa kanilang ginamit nila dito yung third term. Then, that should be the case that our second term is positive 5. So, ginamit nila second term divided by the third term. Hence, Negative 25 over 5 is negative 5. If we choose the different set, you say 5 as your first term, then negative 1 be the second number. Ito yung ginawa ko. Then r is equal to 5 divided by negative 1 or equal to negative 5. We get the same result. Next natin, doon tayo sa part ng number 4. Sa number 4, kung ako mag-solve na ito, ganun pa rin, yung a sub 2 over a sub 1 na lang gagamitin ito. Kasi I will use a sub 3 and a sub 4, lalo yung a sub 4 over a sub 3, magiging mahirap na siya on my part, di ba? Eh sabi natin, di ba? Geometric sequence naman na ito eh. Sure na tayong geometric sequence na. Ratio na lang yung hinahanap. A sub 2 natin is negative 1. A sub 1 natin is negative 3. So, ganun lang. Negative divided by negative is positive. Saka yung 1 over 3, nasa simplest term na siya already. So, yung R natin is 1/3. Although, pwede din naman yung A sub 3 with A sub 2 kasi nga, para din siyang 1/3 over 1 lang. 1/3 din yung sagot. Pero, I do not suggest yung A sub 4 over A sub 3 kasi pag fraction over fraction, minsan nakakalimutan nyo yung rule. So, if we choose negative 1 as our first term, then it should be the case that our second number is negative 3. Hence, R is equal to negative 1 over negative 3, which is the same with 1 over 3 or 1/3. Number 5 natin. Dito tayo sa number 5. Dito sa case na to, wala na tayong choice. So, pero I will still use a sub 2 over a sub 1. Again, I will still use a sub 2 over a sub 1. So, I have a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. Yung a sub 2 natin is 1/2. Yung a sub 1 natin is negative 2. Remember, yung 1/2 divided over negative 2 is just the same with 1/2 divided by negative 2. Diba yung negative 2 is just the same with negative 2 over 1. Then to perform this, copy yung first given or yung fraction, change multiplication at division into multiplication, then get the reciprocal of negative 2 over 1 as negative 1 over 2. Then next natin, we simplify. Positive 1 times negative 1 is negative. And then positive 1 syempre. Then divided by 2 times 2, 2 times 2 is 4. So yung value ng R natin will be equal to negative 1/4. So let us pick 1/2 as our first number, then negative 2 should be our second number. Therefore, R is equal to 1/2 divided by negative 2, which is equal to negative 1/4. Again, we have to obtain and choose the first number for an instant to pick the first number to be 1 over 32. Pinili naman nila this time yung fourth term. Then the second number should be negative 1 over 8. Therefore, R is equal to 1 over 32 divided by 1 over 8, which is equal to 1/4 also. So, ito na yung last given natin. So, ito na yung last part. So, I hope na last example na tayo, no? So, I hope na itong last and final discussion natin will help you na masagutan yung LAS. Unlike kasi yung last time, nabigay natin yung mga first few LAS natin na hindi ko pa na-perform tong live or wala pa tayong live. Pero right now, may live na tayo. And then for this week, I am planning to give you yung LAS number 4 kasi yung mga discussions natin, di ba, natatapos na rin naman siya po unti-unti. Especially yung ilang sections na nakapag-discuss tayo ng lesson 4. Lesson 5, baka dito na lang natin siya makita sa live. And then sa face-to-face, magpuproceed ako sa lesson 6 kung kaya pa. Hindi na rin kaya, stop tayo with 4. Then yung 5 to 9, lahat ng discussions natin, makikita nyo sa live. Siguro try ko na lang ma-maximize yung time ko para makapag-live tayo hanggang natapos natin yung mga prescribed topics for our face-to-face discussion. Siguro very limited na lang yung magiging activity natin kasi mahalaga naman ma-discuss natin siya kahit pa paano. So, dito tayo sa last problem natin or last given. So, find the common ratio of the following geometric sequence. So, we have 2 square root of 2, 4, 4 square root of 2, and then 8, and so on. Actually, ako, nung ginawa ko to sa room, pinakita natin siya, di ba? Na-try pa rin natin siyang sagutan using rules or yung forming ng rule. Actually, ako, kung sasagutan ko to, and then since very certain naman ako na geometric sequence to, I will not use A sub 1 sa case na to. I will use A sub 2 saka A sub 3. Bakit yung A sub 3 saka A sub 2? Kasi bakit mas maganda yon? Di ba yung A sub 3 natin is 4? 4 square root of 2, sorry. We have 4 square root of 2. Yung A sub 2 natin is equal to 4. Remember, di ba, yung 4 square root of 2, when you divide this by 4, nakaka-cancel out yung 4. Ang answer natin is directly square root of 2. Minsan kasi it's just a matter of choosing lang yung right term. Hindi naman tayo kailangan pilitin na a sub 2 over a sub 1. Kung makikita nyo, di ba, from number 1 to 5, I use a sub 2 over a sub 1. But in this case, feeling ko mas magandang gamitin yung a sub 3 over a sub 2 to avoid yung another set of discussion natin. Although, alam ko naman, diniscuss na rin to nung grade 9 kayo. Again, although alam ko naman, diniscuss na rin to nung grade 9 kayo. So, the first number is 4. So, ang gagamitin nila dito is a sub 2. The second number is 2 square root of 2. So, ganito yung maging itsura niyan. So, we have r as a sub 2 over a sub 1. Ang a sub 2 natin is 4. Ang a sub 1 natin is we have 2 square root of 2. Kung wala tayong topic about rationalizing the denominator, ito na yung sagot. Diba? Ito na yung sagot. But since we have the topic about rationalization of the denominator, kailangan wala tayong term na merong radical symbol in the denominator. So in short, para matanggal yan, you have to multiply the given by square root of 2 for both numerator and denominator. Okay lang. Ang bawal lang naman na magkaroon ng denominator containing a term with a radical symbol. So, yan siya. Multiply 4 by square root of 2. Yung 4 square root of 2 natin, yun lang yun. Diba para ka lang nag-multiply ng constant or ng number sa isang variable. Diba? Let's say, when you multiply 2 by a, 2a lang yun. Kinombine lang natin directly. Pero yung word na combine, minsan ano yun confusing pa rin Baka kasing gawin nyo 4 plus square root of 2. Ang operation natin dito is multiplication, not addition. Then next natin yung multiply 2 by square root of 2 times square root of 2. Itong part na to wala nang problem about 2. Ang ayusin na lang natin yung square root of 2 times square root of 2. Again square root of 2 times square root of 2. Kung may calcu kayo, madali na lang naman yan. Pero kung wala kayong calcu, copy nyo yung radical symbol, multiply nyo yung terms inside the 2 radical symbol. So, meron tayong 2 times 2. Diba, when you multiply 2 and 2, ang resulting value natin is 4. Then, get the square root of 4. Ang square root of 4 natin is 2. So, meron tayong 2 over 2 in the denominator. We have 4 square root of 2 divided by 2 times 2. So, meron tayo ditong 4 square root of 2 divided by 2 times 2. So, meron tayong 4. Gaya lang din ng kanina, pabalik ka lang din naman dito. 4 square root of 2 divided by 4 square root of 2. Kasi we can cancel 4 over 4 sa numerator and denominator to obtain square root of 2. Yan siya. So, for the meantime, grade 10 students, dito lang siguro muna mag-end yung discussion natin. So, siguro, pag magkaroon tayo ng free time ulit, I will try to continue yung discussion natin. So, module 4 na yung sunod nito. Total, hindi ko pa naman din siya tapos. Hindi pa rin naman ako masyadong kailangan mag-advance dito ng sobra. Siguro for module 4, na-try ko siyang i-discuss 2-part ulit kasi medyo mabigat yung discussion nito. Ang flow natin is kaparehas lang din ng arithmetic sequence. Mag-start tayo ng n term ulit, then followed by mean, and then followed by series. Pero syempre, this time, geometric na yung magiging approach natin. So, that's all our grade 10 with our discussion for week 3. Then, pakitapos yung LAS natin. Kasi, although, pwede ko na siyang di-extend, pero in-extend pa rin natin para maging favorable sa lahat. And I do hope na makapagpasa tayo by Wednesday kasi Wednesday ko siya pinapapasa. For all sections na hawak ko. So, make sure makapagpasa tayo. And then, if you have time, ano rin yung mga live natin dito or balikan nyo yung mga naging discussions natin dito. Thank you.